chest.
Greetings, humans. Once again it is I, Optimal Pride. As before, we are here to tell you that we support the Mayne Authority. As that still stands, we've celebrated with our friends. Past splits between others. We are looked up to by our peers, and even I give my right arm for the Mayne Authority. Flying high, never low. Always hitting you with the sauce and the flow. Look out, YouTube. We are here. We are the Authority. Remember, Maynes, go get that bag. Autobots, let's roll up.
There you go.
Yeah. Wait a minute, we got a sauce.
Yeah.
Hey, this ain't no sauce.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Oh, well, you dusty bastard. Our sauce is made with the best ingredients this side of the Mississippi. If you're gonna give me something, it's gotta be the sauce.
This made in New York City?
If you ain't got the sauce,
motherfucker, that's your loss.
here's the sauce made with the best you ever seen in your life. If you ain't got the sauce, then motherfucker, that's your loss.
Move! Get out of the way! Gotta get down here and tell these boys about the Mayne Authority. They act like they don't know about nothing. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, gotta see the boys out. Gotta see Lavis. Gotta see him on the Mayne Authority. But you don't know about the Mayne Authority. Watch out. Move out the way. Yeah, you boys right here. Y'all know about the Mayne Authority whip skills. Skirt. Watch out. You know what? When I know about the Mayne Authority, see your car? Your car. Your car. No. Why we pull up right here? You don't know about the Mayne Authority? They got all this great content right up in here. Yeah, right, pay attention. What's what I'm saying, boy? You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell you, gotta put you on game. Gonna put you all up with that sauce. And what the hell? Yo, look at that. All you people right here want to learn today about the Mayne Authority. They all up in here. You know what I'm saying? The boys, they're quite the humanitarians. I revere them myself. But still, at the same time, what you gonna do? You ain't know what it is, what it was, what it does. You gotta get the purple drink, you gotta get the sauce, you gotta get your life together with the commercials. You know what I'm saying, boy? Check out the content. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Subscribe.
He is the most interesting purple drinker.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer purple drink. Stay loyal, my friends.
Nothing unites family like a good bottle of sauce to go with your great summer barbecue.
Who made the potato salad?
Al's Sauce has been known to bring people of all colors and creeds together in the spirit of barbecue.
Oh, man, people with sauce. Never. Shut up, motherfucker.
Bring it over for a good time, whether you're black, white, it doesn't matter.
Hey, that chicken ain't done, man.
Done to me.
If you ain't got the sauce, then that's your
Oh,
loss.
man. Domino, mother.
March! Left, 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 left. What's his loose?
Bang patrol. Don't you know
That's the sound of the Maynes working on the chain. Yes.
Don't you know
That's the sound of the change working from the main game.
Give me a call. Turn up. Get crunk.
That's the sound of the mains working on the chain. Yes. That's the sound of the change working from the main game.
Don't you know? Turn up. Get crunk.
That's the sound of the mains working on the chain. Yes. That's the sound of the change working from the main game.
Can't you hear me say? Keep it right there, Jay.
Turn up.
Sweet. Six bumming.
Get off my book, boy.
Working so hard, see my woman,
With a
who I
sauce.
love so didn't mean wow. Got to stay right here.
Main
Give me-
gang.
Oh, Lord. Oh, don't you know that's the sound?
Oh, it feels good to get out of here. Time to change in this bitch. Oh, where's my rag? Oh, yeah. Oh, this damn Gucci rag's too hot.
Welcome back. We out here getting jiggy with it.
Back to the projects. Let me sprinkle this Reggie dust on you. Help you grow. What the does he want?
Knowing Decepticon. The Maynes have a new video out, and it's got 100 subs.
Oh, don't just tell me that they've got a new video out.
My bad.
Hey, yo, Soundman reporting, cuz. This bird from Compton got news for you, Lord Decepticon.
What the hell do you got to tell me today?
Hey, yo, the facts is just like this here, player. They're on their way to getting 1,000 subs, cuz. What we gonna do?
How many times am I gonna tell you? We've got to stop their viewers. Maynes, we're coming for you.
The Force will be with you, always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
You hear about the cable?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Nice guy.
Forever, forever, ever. Forever, forever, ever.
Yeah. What it do, main gang?
What it is?
Oh, man, we have arrived.
So let's get it poppin'.
You already know what it is. It's your boy, Freddie Roy, sitting next to the homie, Lavish Blackman. And together we are the Mayne Authority. Your one-stop shop for whatever in the hell we feel like talking about. You already know, man. What's good, player?
What it is,
Man,
homie?
another week, my guy.
Yes, sir. We made it.
Oh, didn't we, though? Man.
Kudos to you out there too for
Yes,
making it.
for making
What
it another week. Pat yourself on the back. Celebrate with the Maynes and the Lady Maynes alike.
Yes.
Oh, and what an eventful week it turned out to be.
Took the words right out of my
Didn't
mouth, man.
Man, I mean, I don't know what was going on with anybody else this week, but I happened to see a little something out there in the ether. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I'm just,
Well, why don't you tell me and the people?
Well, I may have had something to do with Oh. It had to do with that dude. That dude?
Ooh,
that dude. That dude. Oh man. Bruh.
Yes.
We got a teaser. And my, what a teaser it was.
Yes, it was. Definitely a teaser.
Man.
Definitely.
It was, look, I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. I don't know if we ready for Kenobi, man. I don't know. And let me just go on and address this right off the rip, man. It's all good with the Grand Inquisitor, man. I mean, look, we all know that my dude is a little more round and ovaled, but I'm with it. Because we are getting the Inquisitors live action. So let's just go on and get that out the way, man. They can't all be perfect. But look, that aside, I'm so ready for this, man. Like, I'm so ready for this for so many different reasons. I mean, it's looking like it's dope. But tell me, man, I got to ask you. As the resident swarmy of the Star Wars delegation, my guy, how was you feeling about Kenobi, man?
I'm actually I'm intrigued to see it because it's a different perspective, at least from what we're usually getting from Star Wars. So I think it'd be interesting to see what's going on with Kenobi in this midpoint of his life, with actually having to not be a Jedi. Like, right. And I like the dialogue in which they put in there, for them to go hunt them down. And it kind of makes you really look more at the difference between being a Jedi and the Sith. And, and not the fact that they're different as far as good and evil, but how they actually carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Jedi is this little peaceful hippie order, if you look at it that kind of way. I mean, you got the Imperial dark side Sith that's just in line. You know what I'm saying? They're trained in a very different way. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the Jedi handle being hunted by such a formidable foe.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, for me, what I am most geeked about, and I know somewhere Fanjecture, the homie Adam, is lurking somewhere, and he gonna give me some holy hell for saying this, but I am really and truly looking forward to the character breakdown of one Mr. Obi Wan Kenobi. For once, the action will be cool. The fighting will be cool. Seeing Obi Wan again will be cool. But what I really want to get into with this show is Obi Wan's mental. I want to see how this man psychologically hits rock bottom, because it has to happen. In this show, we have to see the deconstruction of Obi-Wan's psyche. This man has gone from being peace, protector of the galaxy, got the whole Jedi Nation at his back, and now it's just a few of them, man, and it's just Obi-Wan, and he on his own now. He's on his own, and then he has to come to grips with the revelation he ain't finished the job, bruh.
Right.
He ain't finished the job. Old Anakin, a.k.a. Darth Vader, is still out there.
Yes.
Hunting down Jedi. And lo and behold, you got Obi-Wan on Tatooine looking after Anakin's son, man. It's so many different things, man. It's so crazy. Every time I think about it, I really want to see him mentally just break. I want to see him crumble, because we know that there's a comeback.
Right.
We know that he eventually refocuses, realizes that Luke is a new hope, or is it Vader that's the new hope? You know what I'm saying? Like, he could put a whole nother twist on the title of episode 4, because if you think about it, what if you know, everybody's talking about this showdown and this whole thing about Obi Wan and Vader, the OG match before the New Hope rematch. Now, what if Obi Wan walks away from that confrontation, realizing that there's still good in Anakin? And that he's just got to play the long game and let everything play out.
That's still got to be kind of toxic, man. You know, to realize that you can't do anything about it.
That's what I'm saying. I want all of the Obi-Wan emotions. I want everything. I want him reflecting on getting Duchess Satine killed. I want him to reflect on letting the Jedi Order crumble, on not trusting his Padawan, on his Padawan turning his back on him. I want all of it, because I think that is really what will give this show the most punch. Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see, you know, Anakin back, see Hayden Christensen reprise his role. Yeah, it's gonna be dope watching the Inquisitors hunting down the Jedi. But make no mistake, this is all about Obi-Wan, man.
Yeah, it better be.
This is all it bet. You're right, absolutely. It damn well better be all about Obi-Wan. Don't hit me with no like crazy. We gonna go all over these different planets and do these Mandalorian-esque adventures. Nah, man. Save that for Mando.
Yeah. Raz, no flashbacks, dude. We need to continue on pick up from where the story ended last from him.
Well, you're gonna have to have some flashbacks, though.
I mean, yeah,
you're gonna have some, because they say it picks up with Order 66, so that's a flashback in itself. But to your point, though, let's not go back to backs.
No,
let's not do the back to backs, because that wasn't it. It's got to be done in a way that helps serve the narrative. And I feel like Deborah Chow got this, man. I feel like she got this. I think this show is going to be amazing. I think that we are going to have a better appreciation for that Obi-Wan Vader dynamic after this. And the honest thing about it is, I think it's going to make that whole encounter in episode 4 even that more tragic. It's going to make it that more tragic, because we're going to realize, I think, just how deep. Oh, man, the homie Lord Vito with the $5 donation, appreciated. Said, I heard that Obi-Wan might have a Clone Wars flashback. Do you think we'll see live action Ahsoka and Anakin in the scene? One could only hope, bro.
Right?
One could only hope. I'm so ready, though. Like, there's rumors that we get to see Anakin and Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars armor. I'm here for it. Let's do it. Like, I'm here. Like, this is the one show that I wouldn't be mad if it was hella flashbacks, because these are flashbacks that we want to see. Like, this is stuff I want. Now, I don't want it to be, I don't want you to take up half the damn show if it's only 6 episodes. Don't give me 3 episodes of flashbacks now. Don't do that. But if you want to give me flashbacks, if you want to take me back to Clone Wars, I am here for it, dude. Like, cause that's my era right there, man. That Clone Wars era, so much went down, so much got laid down in that. It's just like that whole dynamic. And the thing is, let's just keep it a buck real quick. Let's just keep it a buck, because this is something I gotta ask, and I need somebody to help me understand this. How the hell Obi-Wan ain't know, man? How did he not act on what he knew? Because he knew damn well that Anakin was knocking that down. He knew that man had bagged Padme. He knew it.
Right.
He knew it, bro. Like, you didn't step in and say nothing, bro. You ain't step in and say nothing. You ain't had nothing. You know why? He was chasing that Satine booty.
Mm-hmm.
He was already, he had his nose wide open in a whole different direction.
So I can't say nothing if I'm gonna do it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That part. And that's the crazy thing about the Jedi religion, though, man, is it's like when you look back, the vast majority of their mistakes happened because they were so dogmatic, because they were so rigid with their rules that they couldn't see the forest for the trees. Like, they straight let Palpatine snake right up in there, plan a whole coup, build a whole damn clone army behind their back.
outright. And I like every time this is gonna be hard to say. We re-watch that.
Yes.
Every time we do that, I'm like, how did nobody know? Like, why is the Jedi over here talking about we need spies? Like, how y'all not infiltrating these places kind of a little more naturally and normally for them to be your enemies? And you know that they're going to do that to you in the same respect. Like, oh, well, that's foul play. You can't. Says who? Like, that is the coolest thing.
Look, it's wartime, man.
Right.
You got to get it. You got to get it how you get it, man. It's like, it was, but the thing about it is that to me speaks more so though. I don't really knock the Jedi as much. I just say that just is why Palpatine was such a cold mofo, because he was able to orchestrate and pull those strings and like do it right under their nose, bro. Right. Even Yoda didn't really have a full grasp on what was going on. And that's what I'm saying, man. But it's like, imagine Obi Wan having to reflect on that. Like in the trailer, in the teaser, he has that one line where he's talking to somebody, could be Qui-Gon, we don't know.
Right.
And he says, the war is over, man. We lost.
Man.
It's over, man. We done. You know what I'm saying? Like Obi-Wan being played by Terrence Howard and shit. No, man, we lost. No, ain't no Jedi, man. We gone.
Right, we ain't in charge no more, man. You can't say it.
Man, the Jedi, man, they like a dog.
All day, man.
All day, man. But it's crazy, man, because it's like he's basically saying, like, he's already like realized we lost. It's a wrap.
Right.
It's like best thing we can do is just chill and hope we can survive. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if he realizes how important Luke is in terms of like that being the answer. You know what I'm saying? Because all he got was orders to go and look over him or look after him and make sure, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's so much, man. It's so much meat still on that Obi-Wan Kenobi bone. Pause. It's like, you can't fathom, like, just imagine, man. Like, and this is something we talked about in the Discord on Star Wars Wednesday night, man. And if you don't know about the Discord, by the way, what are you doing with your life, man? What you doing with your life? I'm saying, man, but we was talking about that Star Wars Wednesday, like this whole idea of a confrontation between Obi-Wan and Anakin, right? Everybody's, you know, up in arms and for whatever reason, you know, it is what it is. We ain't gonna touch on that. But like imagining how that might play out. Could it be face to face or could it be a mental battle?
Right.
Could we see, and I know it's going to be a sore subject when I say it, but could we see some Rise of Skywalker type ish where they like communicating in the Force, in that Force projection style, a la Rey and Kylo? Could we see that?
If they did do it, it better look a little more cooler than it did when they did that.
That part. That's true. That is very true and fair.
For me to accept it in a positive way.
Yeah. It would just be crazy, man. Like because again, I know it's a sore subject, but just think about the idea of like Obi-Wan being able to penetrate and get to Anakin on that level and them kind of going at it, or maybe that or like both of them. The way I kind of put it on Wednesday night, I was like, imagine a scene where you got Vader in his castle, he's meditating, getting his Sith study on, and you got Obi-Wan somewhere, let's say on Tatooine, and for like the first time in a long time, my man decides he's gonna meditate and try to, you know, reach out to Qui-Gon or something like that. But he's getting his Force meditation on, and they sense each other. And Obi-Wan is like, oh hell.
Right.
And Anakin's like, well, I be damned.
Right.
And it's like at that moment they realize, and it's like Obi-Wan's like, okay, look, now I'm at I didn't put Luke at risk. What do you Anakin's not dead? Like that's the thing, man. It's like when he realizes that he didn't kill Vader, bruh. Because he don't know. He knows that Anakin is Darth Vader, but he don't know. He's thinking that Darth Vader got left in extra crispy on Mustafar. Like,
right.
He don't know that man is still, I'm on Mustafar, but I done came up now.
Right.
Like that's the crazy thing, man.
How do you think he would handle that though? Because at one point, you know, he has a duty to to kill him, eliminate him if he's going to be on the Sith, against the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that's his friend, it's his brother. It's like, if you would think at the same time he would feel relief, yet the deepest distraught feelings because, somebody that powerful is going to be gunning against him.
I'm thinking that Obi Wan will feel like he can turn Anakin.
Right.
And that he's going to attempt to do so. And then when he realizes he can't, when he fails and they're at a stalemate or whatever happens in that showdown, that's what makes him realize he's more machine than man. That's where it comes from. I think it's going to be a thing where he's going to resolve that, dude is done. Like there is no Anakin anymore. Like he's going to feel like Vader is out of there. But at some point though, and you know what, now that I think about it, I don't think that it'll be a redemption thing for him after the fact. Like he'll probably feel that way up until the point where they confront each other. But then at that point, I think he'll resolve that Anakin is gone. And it's like once he realizes that Anakin's gone, that's where I feel like he'll put all of his faith in Luke, and not in the sense that Luke would turn his father back, but that Luke would destroy Vader, that he'd be the one to do it. And I think that's where it's going to go, but it's just going to be interesting for me to see how they get to that point. Like what emotions do we get to watch Obi-Wan process? Because it's been 10 years by the time we start the show. Like once they get past the little Order 66 point, I believe they said it takes place, the main events of the show going to take place 10 years after Order 66. So then he's had some time to process some stuff. But has he found out before that or in that time that Vader exists? Or has he just been hiding out on Tatooine, not really knowing until these Inquisitors start popping up and trying to draw people out? You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the things, and that's one of the narratives that you hear the Grand Inquisitor talk about in the trailer, is that Jedi can't help themselves.
Right.
They've got to be in the mix. They got to be out there trying to throw the cape on and be Captain Save 'em. They have no choice. Basically saying all Jedi light skin. Wesley Snipes couldn't be like Mace must have got in there by some kind of exception, apparently. But the whole thing is, it's like, okay, so is there going to be an event that draws Obi-Wan out? Like, is there something that's going to happen that Obi-Wan is going to, like, kind of like what we saw in Jedi Fallen Order, where Cal Kestis saved his boy using the Force, but it basically, blew his cover, and then he had to dip. And so maybe we're looking at the same type of scenario with Obi. Like Obi tries to save somebody or help out in some kind of dispute, and they realize my man is a Jedi, and it's like, oh, I messed up.
Right.
Could be, man. Could be, bro. There's so many different ways it can go. So many ways it can go.
There's totally a lot of different ways that it could go. I don't know. I wouldn't have it to myself to try to guess. I just think it would be interesting to see any of those dynamics play out and at least be written and play out in a good way.
Yeah.
To perhaps you get a little bit of everything. I would say it would make better sense from a story writing standpoint to have them learn about Vader in this series, to learn about him now, and or at least somewhere in the flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? So where it would make sense that it would lead to a point in which maybe they have another conversation, like you said, maybe through the Force. Maybe they finish Vader up in this series, and you actually get a glimpse of Vader. They just ain't showed it yet, because like the trailer is only a minute 46 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You don't show you a whole bunch. They do show he's going up against some evil dudes that's going to chase him, the Inquisitors and stuff like you're saying, and how's he going to handle all that? But I feel like these episodes are able to carry a little bit more than what they've shown, and you might get a few little twists and turns in there, and this would be the show to do it. This would definitely be the show to do it, because this would be what I would say. I want to say second. I don't want to include Boba because the Mandalorian was already done, and I feel like that's spun off. So I want to say this is like their second original piece. You know what I'm saying? Like really original, has nothing to do like Mandalorians or anything. We should not see anything like that. Maybe they could tie that in with the Grogu sighting or something somewhere in Order 66, maybe tie some more of that up. Something. But it doesn't need to have too many likenesses of the Mandalorian. So I want to see how they pull that off. I want to feel like I'm watching Star Wars. I don't want to feel like I'm watching like an extension too much of the Mandalorian, because it's Star Wars, but it's like a whole different section. You know what I'm saying? It's F when I'm trying to watch O. You know what I'm saying? I don't mix mine up too much.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, yeah, and that's what's going to be interesting also, is to kind of see, because we're going to be showing Tatooine at parts again, but how much are we going to see kind of like the evolution of Tatooine? Like, we see what it was like you said, in Mando and in Boba post Return of the Jedi. So, you know, the Empire is all but defeated at that point. Tatooine is kind of like on this rebuild. But what is it like under Imperial rule? Like, now that, you know, the Empire's taken over, I'm interested to see what that's like, and how we slowly get up to where we were in A New Hope. Like, how much of a change was it, if at all, in that area, or in that particular era? That's going to be interesting to me. I'm also curious to see if we run into any other characters during this time, because the Solo movie kind of finds itself in this kind of timeline also. So could we see, could we see Han Solo? Could we see Kira? Could we see Maul at any point? Now, I don't think Maul and Kenobi are going to run into each other at all in this show. I don't even think they would cross paths at all, because I think with what Maul had going on, and then knowing what happens with Obi Wan and Maul during the Rebel series, I don't think you're going to see them cross paths in this at all. But you might see, you know, Maul mentioned, or you might see a scene with Maul as, you know, they're looking for these other Jedi or whatnot, or people trying to, you know, duck these Imperials and these Inquisitors. Like, it could definitely be a situation like that. But I'm just curious to see, like, what you think, man. You think we'll get any big cameos in this, or is it going to be really focused around just the main core characters?
I mean, I would like to see like Ahsoka maybe pop up. I wouldn't mind another little CGI Luke. Things that make sense. I don't want it to be, and you know, and you'll probably be able to expand on that a little bit more on the specific type of cameos that we could have. Any one of them that would make sense, that would propel the story forward, is fine. Yeah, I'm not really looking for anything too dynamic just to throw it in there and be like, oh, well, we got this character. Like, I feel like they kind of, again, they did that with Mando already. You know, you got Cad Bane. Nobody was really expecting that too much, but then they kill him off already. So it was like, what was the purpose in that? So I don't really want any cameos that make that kind of sense.
Right.
Just, you know, give me Ahsoka. I love seeing Ahsoka. I'm probably gonna check out that show, and we'll probably have like a more of a broader conversation, like how you're excited for Obi. I'm kind of more excited for Ahsoka. So
bet that.
So, you know, give me all of her all the time, and then, you know, like I said, CGI Luke is cool. I think I like the way that looks. It don't look too cheesy. Don't look like it's glossing over at any points. They got the lighting down.
Yeah,
I can deal with that. And they're starting. I see that my man's starting to get some work, because they already used the Old Spice and it gave you Baby Dolph Lundgren all over again, which looked awkward.
Oh yeah, it did. That was super weird.
It was super awkward.
Yeah, but we get, so Luke at this point is 10 years old, and in the trailer they show my dude, you know, playing around. So we'll get some Luke in here, but it'll be 10-year-old Luke. But to your point about the CGI stuff, that's an interesting point, because I saw this week some articles showing old girl from Stranger Things, and the name slips my mind now. 11.
Oh, okay. 11.
Oh man, somebody help us out. What is my girl's name? Millie Bobby Brown. There you go. So I saw some pictures of her like cosplayed up as Leia. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to do that in the show at all, but just thinking along those lines, like that, you know, lends itself to us possibly getting somebody like a Leia or a Han Solo or some kind of cameo like that if they wanted to. But to be honest with you, I don't want none of it. If you give me if I get cameos, let the cameos be only in the flashbacks that happen showing Order 66. Like, if you want to sprinkle Mace in there somewhere, if you want to give me like you said, maybe Ahsoka or something like that, that's cool. But do not muddy up this show needs to be as pure as possible, because this could be the one, man. Like, I know Mando season 2 with the whole Luke Skywalker cameo and all of that. I know that's right now, you know, top tier when you start talking about, you know, the limited Star Wars moments we've had from the streaming shows. That's like up there. But this show right here, this Kenobi show, bro, if they do this right, this could like full-fledged bring Star Wars back. Like, I'm talking unite all of the fandom. Straight up. I think it's got that kind of potential. Now, do I have faith in the mouse to get it done?
Donations.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Play 2 with the $3.50, man. If gas could only get back down to that price. Said Jar Jar Binks cameo. Oh, he wants a skinny Batman hot take. Oh, see, look. They trying to take me there, man.
I was looking at that earlier.
Man, trying to take me there. Look, we over here having good vibes, and then you got to bring up back color. It's bad enough I already got a prep to use bum-ass Captain America. It's bad enough I already got to do that. But you know what, man? Yeah, I'll give you a take on some Batman a little bit later, man. I got some thoughts. But we're going to keep on this Obi Wan for a minute, man. Because
you said that, I was supposed to be like unforgivable.
Right.
I've got some thoughts. Need some ketchup.
Some ketchup on my fries. Oh, man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, for real, man. For real.
But yes.
But yeah, man. Obi-Wan is going to be crazy.
Yes. I think so too. I think I don't fully agree with you. I don't think it can like completely unite everybody. I think in true Star Wars fashion, and it's still
you probably right.
There's still gonna be some Sith. There's still gonna be some Sith, but I would say you guys tip the balance a little more to the light side on how everybody will handle their Star Wars, at least. So
I'm with that.
Well, yeah, it'll be like, because what I feel like it's like 80-20 now with how much Sith y'all got. Like Sith is winning out. Y'all can't.
Man, it's wild. So I watched the documentary this week on YouTube, and it was Echo Base Network, I think, is the ones who did it, and it was basically a breakdown of the sequel trilogy. Let me just say this. I'm gonna just say this. Some of you content creators out here is fraudulent as hell. Y'all fraudulent, because it reminded me about how all of these people who absolutely hate the sequel trilogy now, that's on this decanonize the sequel trilogy bus, immediately after not just The Force Awakens, but even The Last Jedi, my guy, they had glowing reviews. I found that interesting, man. I found it real interesting how a lot of these Fandom Menace cats actually liked that movie when they first saw it. So my question is, and everybody's prerogative is, you certainly got the right to change your mind. Because I know I came out of it thinking it was decent, but I had questions. Right. And then slowly but surely those questions just turned into pure frustration and hatred. So I feel it. And maybe they was on that. But I just find it very, very intriguing how almost every single one of them, I ain't going to say no names because we don't do no stitching around here, but you can go find the video. It's funny, man. They all had just like this glowing stuff to say about it. They was all geeked up. And then it was like, oh, wait, we hating this now? Oh, let me go hardest.
Right.
So
let me be the face of it.
That's my thing, man. It's just that I found that to be very interesting. Now, the documentary itself has some damn good points. It gave you some real good insight. If you don't really understand or know what, like, from a business standpoint happened that led to that whole debacle and how there wasn't really a plan and all this good stuff, man, I highly recommend checking it out. Make sure you check out the most recent one because there's two versions. They got an OG version, then the one where they did a kind of an epilogue where they went into season 2 Mando and talked about that whole piece. But it's really interesting, man. But it just reminded me of how you right, man. This fandom is fickle.
Very.
They flaky, man. They flaky like them biscuits you get from Pillsbury, man.
They're flagrantly flaky, dude.
Yes.
Like, can't trust them. Can't trust
them, man. That's why I say have your own opinion, man. Don't let these shepherds lead you somewhere that don't make no damn sense. Think for yourself. Think for yourself.
Homie Al's gonna send me them links to them documentaries and stuff, and I'm gonna put it in the description.
Yeah, we would do that. We would do that. Most definitely. Shout out to Echo Base. Again, that was some damn good content, man. You could tell it was some thought and research effort put it into that. And it's narrated by Doomkai.
How about that?
So it was pretty dope. I was like, okay, I'm with it. But yeah, man, Obi Wan though. Can't wait for Obi Wan.
I see a lot of people agree. We got the poll up here. They got 81% on there.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm sorry, boys. I mean, we gonna talk about it because we know season 3 is coming, but I got a confession to make. I ain't seen season 2.
Oh man,
I ain't watched the episode of season 2. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a life and children and job and stuff.
Children.
I don't have children. I have children.
Children. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Nah, I mean, I would say this is a good time to catch up for the boys. This is, you know, they have a little cartoon snippet out there too, which I checked it out.
Saw that.
Yeah, it's definitely out there.
Yeah.
And season 3 looks like it's going to continue picking up where it left off because there's a lot of exploding bodies popping off in season 3. They are not playing that. And we kind of a little sneak into what Carl Urban would look like with superpowers. They're totally giving Butcher some superpowers, so I want to see what that's like.
I see.
Better watch out.
Okay. Yeah, man. Because I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the first season, but I was swayed by the second season because a lot of people were saying it was meh. It was like kind of to the point where they were trying to basically outdo themselves from the first season's outrageousness, and that kind of took away from the narrative in season 2. So that
I can see one episode in which that may be true if you're looking at it from that way.
Okay.
But to be honest, The Boys is just crazy.
That's
and some of the stuff that they just needed to doing is just crazy.
Right.
So, you know, you're either going to be into it or you're not, but you can still enjoy it as a show because they're crazy. So I can see, like I said, this one episode where they run it, and it's not really a spoiler if you're going to watch it anyway. But,
I'm not worried about all that. I am worried about this $10 donation from the homie Darth Chaos, though. Appreciate you, Mayne. Oh, man. The love just warms my heart. It really does.
Every Saturday.
Every week, y'all do this to me, and I love it. Thank you so much.
They run into a particular sea creature out while they're out there in a boat and get covered in guts. But that's The Boys. That happened in season 1.
Yeah.
Like episode 1 or 2.
Hey man, we saw fish gill freakiness in that.
Right.
Like
Homelander ain't no better in this one either.
Oh Lord Jesus.
It ain't no better, man. It gets a little awkward in the midpoint there with Homelander. Like, what is going on here? And you know, it's a crazy show. So I'm expecting season 3 to be even better. You know, I like A-Train. A-Train's doing his thing on that show. As the formative Flash, I'm looking forward to seeing Jensen Ackles on the show. And apparently, for all you Supernatural fans out there, which I ain't gonna lie, I know of Supernatural, but don't be asking me no for real questions. I only know of people around me.
Tell them, man. Tell them.
In that Supernatural stuff, but my mama especially. But they make a Supernatural reference with how they bring in Jensen Ackles, apparently. So, and he's kind of like the parody version of Captain America. So, you know, they're bringing him in. There's another character, I forget her name, it's just a Crimson character, but she's kind of like a Scarlet Witch. So they're going to have a little bit more Marvel kind of characters on there versus the DC. And it's just going to be interesting to see what they pull off this season. I'm not too into like the comics of The Boys. So a lot of the character, which is cool because a lot of the characters, and this is a perspective that we can also take to people who are trying to be normies, or becoming as normies to stuff that we're like masters of.
Okay.
And like The Boys is one of those things where I'm kind of a normie, so I don't know the difference between a character like Stormlander and how it was in the comics versus the TV, because Stormlander in the comics was actually a male.
Okay.
But they still shared most of the same kind of mindset. But the male version was actually set back in the World War II, and this one was kind of like she learned to adapt through the different adaptations of Stormfront. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know that. I didn't know that until I actually looked it up. You know what I'm saying? So, but people who are diehard fans of The Boys could be the people who are saying that, you know, it's too fantastical, it's crazy, or whatever the case, that they didn't really like it, and that's why it was meh to them. And you know, you got the other little end of the normies who don't know too much, so they're just not into it because it's not something that they got drawn into because of the exploding bodies and stuff. A lot of people don't like that type of stuff. It's kind of weird. Everybody loves zombies. Forget it.
Here you go on them zombies again, man. Here you go.
Hey, everybody's all on them zombies and stuff all day, but can't stand a body blowing up and just, I don't know.
Hey man, it's a little bit of a wake up, man. You know, especially if you like, you know, we come from the gaming generation. You know what I'm saying? Like we Mortal Kombat kids. So you grow up and you see that live action, you like, oh snap, that's like so and so on MK type stuff. But like, you gotta remember some of the older cats, man, like they ain't ready. I couldn't see my pops watching The Boys. No, like you couldn't see that. You know what I'm saying? No. It's like no, couldn't see that. Couldn't see. No.
You watch it though. That's the funny part.
That's hilarious, man. That is hilarious.
It is.
And I can't curse. And you know what? I still won't because Mama good. It's all respect.
Right. Exactly.
Always. But that's man. That's a shock for real. But that's what's up, man. Because
hey, you know, maybe I gotta stop pre-gaming before I come on the show. I thought I was in front. I think the second time, Stormlander. Yeah, because that's actually, the reason why I say that is because they had that relationship. But I don't want to talk too much about that because
hey, man, it's all right. I kind of figured you was just doing kind of like the Bennifer thing or something like that.
Well, yeah,
you was like Storm. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what they got going.
You watch it, you'll understand.
I think I follow.
Actual Stormfront Homelander dynamic.
Yeah,
a whole thing in that I can't talk about if you're gonna watch it.
Trust me, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna watch it, man. We go. Matter of fact, when does season 3 drop?
I had it on the tip of my tongue, but just because I'm saying Stormlander instead of Stormfront, let me make sure I say that right.
Because I'm thinking, why don't we do a season 2 catch up on the Discord sometime?
I'm totally down with that.
We might have to do that, man. Late June. Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay, we got plenty of time. Oh yeah. Well then we will slow burn it all the way up to June with a little bit of Boys. We'll do that. We'll definitely do that.
That'd be a Thursday thing. I think we got Thursdays open.
Exactly. I like that. I like stats. Speaking of, again, one more time, if you don't know about the Discord, what the hell you doing with your life, man? We got Star Wars Wednesdays going on. We got the Man Kavai doing movie nights. We got Mayne movie nights going on. We got Dr. Window in there doing the doctor's office and hitting us with them throwbacks. Man, look, it's so much going on. We got the Lady Maynes from a certain point of view. Shout to Felicity and the Lady Maynes doing their thing. Abby, all of them, man. What is you doing?
Aaron
like
Wood, man. Like what?
Aaron, I be so many. I be forgetting, man. We are building something special.
We are building the Mayne authority.
So be sure to tell your mama, your uncles, your sisters, your cousins, your friends, your best friends, that coworker you don't even like. Just let them know about the Mayne authority, man. Let them know we trying to get them 1,000 subs, man.
Same, man. We less than 300 hours away from hitting 4,000 hours already, man.
Boy, and we have to say thank you because that is all a product of no one else.
Like this,
and that's not quite the right one, but still. Yes, to hide my tears of joy because I'm so happy that we have damn near 4,000. Can you believe it, bro?
I can.
Yeah, me too.
I can.
I saw it. We manifested.
We be in there, man.
Yeah,
and
it be deep, man.
We're working on other things too.
Which aren't we?
That does remind me for everybody that is on the Discord presently and will come to the Discord in the future. Make sure you stop back by Fanboy Dream Maynes. Because we got some things that we're going to do with that. We was going to try that live, but no, we feel we were going to pivot and do something else with that.
Yes.
So go ahead and put in your fanboy dreams and go ahead and put in your fanboy theories.
Yes.
And we will dig into those, man.
You might see them pop up on a video sometime soon.
You might see it.
Just saying. Just saying. But
Just
yeah,
saying.
man. So the boys is coming. You know, I'm ready for it. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. We already talked about Obi Wan, man, but let's pivot just slightly. Let's switch over from the TV world and let's get into the game world, man.
Oh man, well I thought you would never say that because I know where you want to go with it. But before,
no, I actually was going. I was actually going to defer to you to let you get your announcement out, man.
Yes, because if you have not caught it, man,
tell them.
Get that Gotham Knights. We got a release date.
That we did.
Yes, we did. And God is good because he made sure I had what I needed to have long before I needed to have it.
Tell them.
And we're getting it October 25th of this year.
Of this year.
Yes.
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 Man, my boy is hyped for the Gotham Knights.
Yes.
And I must say, I am quite intrigued myself.
Man, if I'm not going to do anything else for the rest of this year, I'm going to talk you into getting Gotham Knights.
Oh, you don't have to. I told you I'm already getting it.
Good.
I'm getting that. Come on, man. Like, if I bought Avengers, I gotta get Gotham Knights because
because Gotham Knights and this is all from what we've heard from the game.
Yeah,
like a year or two ago now,
right? Like, damn, it has been that long, hasn't it?
Yes, and it was already better than Avengers. Period. So it's like
he's not.
This game is going to be everything that Avengers probably wished it could have been. And disclaimer, I'm not an Avengers shill. I like the game. It's a game I like to try to throw on before I got 15, 20 minutes to do something. Bam, out the door. Don't get it twisted. I do like it, but I'm not a shill. Now the homie here hates the game. He hates it. So that's the spectrum.
Now let me tell you something.
Don't hit me all Cap.
Let me tell you something.
I play with Cap.
It's only one thing I hate worse than Matt Reeves the Batman. The Avengers game. That's the only thing I hate worse than Matt Reeves the Batman is the Avengers game.
And that's an update too, because what'd you give you, a 0.5?
I think I gave it a 0.5, and that's being generous.
Oh my God.
That's being generous. I might, you know what? Yeah, I think it was. It's gonna settle at 0.5 because even the PS5 update, all it does is speed you up into getting into that bumness. Like I just load into the trash much faster now.
Yes,
that's all it does. They don't give you much. It doesn't. It's it's not their fault. It's their first time. Look. Let's just all agree that Crystal Dynamics don't need to be touching another Avengers game ever. Square Enix, Crystal Dynamics, whoever it was. No. Oh, wait a minute. Hawks is like, wait, TF? Al didn't like the Batman?
Really?
Hell nine, like that bat-culling, trashy, weird paste, overly dark, I can't fly in my flying squirrel costume, face head ass, fall looking like I'm in the episode of Jackass, roll 18 times, and then stand up like I'm all right. I got power up stamina. Man, get out of here. Man, nah. I done had another week to sit and marinate, and you know what it did? It just soured even more on me. It just soured even more. I don't even, that one of the hot ass Batman take. Here's one right now. I watched Twilight before I watched the Batman again. That's horrible. That's a hot take for you. I will watch all 7 or 11 of them Twilight movies before I watch. At least my man was like bony with some glitter or something to kind of make him look like he has some kind of power. I'm supposed to believe this frail ass Batman is out here beating on people, and then somebody gonna hit me with a Conor McGregor. I went back and looked at a Conor McGregor weigh-in. Conor got more cuts in his left arm than Bat Cullen had in his whole damn abdomen. Took off his shirt and looking like Michael Jackson out here.
That's horrible.
Like, boy, stop. My homeboy took his son to a showing of the Batman, and they had a dude, just a regular dude, dressed in the Batman costume, look more buff than Robert Pattinson. And that dude, he like, and that's no cap. He looked bigger than Robert Pattinson looked in his own damn movie.
He's not lying.
Man, like, come on, bro.
I don't even think he fastened everything on the costume.
No, he didn't even have to, bro. Like, and he had a utility belt. How does bootleg Batman get a utility belt, but Pattinson couldn't? Man, stop. Don't even talk to me about that. Man and went and put a souped up engine in Dominic Toretto car and called it the Batmobile. I don't want to hear that. Then turn around and him and Batwoman gonna do the Fast and the Furious exit on the way out. All you gotta do to know what this movie was like, is take yourself to the last 2 minutes when they talking at the end of the movie, mute the sound, and play that Wiz Khalifa song from Fast and the Furious and just watch them ride out together. It's the same damn thing. I was waiting for like one of them Fast and Furious mofos to show up at the end of it, talking about quarter mile at a time. Man, hell out of here with some Matt Reeves Batman.
You know,
hey, man.
I give it a year or two before somebody literally does that and puts the Batman.
I'm telling you, year or nothing. I told you, I'm gonna put that mug on our channel. We finna go viral. Cause I might create a TikTok just so I can put that in there and be like how it should have ended.
Yes.
Have him roll up. And that's all I saw at the end of that movie. I'm like, no, he's not finna get on this bike and ride with her. It's been a long day without you, my friend. Like, come on, man. Like, just stop it. Well, you know what? Matter of fact, yes, we'll have a Twilight watch party on the Discord before we watch the Batman.
Okay, I'm about to say no, we're not. I don't know who's gonna do it. I'm gonna fall asleep 20 minutes in. And they're going like, oh damn, Lavis.
Oh man. I'm like, bro, no, that's a pass for me, man. That's a pass for me. Look, and I get it because I'm watching, I'm looking, I'm seeing the socials, and everybody's loving it. Everybody's digging it. They want more of it. And I told you this was gonna happen. They ended up pushing back Flash, talking about delays. No, man. They trying to pivot. Oh, playing two with the $2.99 in the Batman voice. Oh, wait, no, there is no Batman voice. Exactly. Exactly. Right. Oh, regular ass Batman out here. Oh, cosplay ass Batman. Oh, Comic-Con Batman looking ass. Get your go on some man. Look, boy, Pattinson, you didn't do nothing but prove me right. You take your butt back to the forest, you find your little vampiric family, and go do another sequel. We don't need no more Matt Reeves Batman around here.
Well,
but we probably gonna get one.
You know,
we getting that. We getting the pink. Now I'm here for the penguin. I told you, I'm here for that. I'm here for that all day. But look, man.
You know, that's made me think too, because like they're doing that Gotham PD show, and it's like, do we really need Batman to show up? Do we need Batman to show up? But we already got Commissioner Gordon doing the perfect Batman voice.
I'm telling you,
like,
how the commissioner sound tougher than Batman though?
Right?
Like, come on, man.
That's where he's gonna get it from. He's gonna be like, I need to sound more like Gordon.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like. Selena Kyle was tougher than this dude, man. Like, except for that one scene where it took her 5 minutes to shoot her daddy, when it was like, you walked in there with the gat. You should have just went in there blasting. But
Right, she should have shot him first and then started
Right,
popping
in
off.
true movie fashion, she gonna talk all this mess. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Right. And then his old ass gonna be able to choke her later in the movie.
I'm trying to tell you, man. All I'm saying is, when my man jumped off that roof in that flying squirrel costume, bro,
Hey,
I'm thinking he about to do a spectacular landing on the truck, and my man ate it. Like, he just like, that's like when you playing one of them quick time events and you don't hit the buttons at the right time. And you're like, shit.
I told you. Pattinson's gonna be the telltale Batman.
I'm telling you.
He did not.
He didn't disappoint from that respect.
Yes, he did not make the L and the R in the center like he was.
No, he did not. No, he was totally off. His controller died like right when he was giving. He's like, oh no.
Right. Exactly.
Nah, man. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm like, it rained all the damn time. My man, like, even when it was sunny outside, it looked like he had just got out the shower. Hair just stuck to his face. Like, you trying to tell me Bruce Wayne ain't got no hair care products? Like, you know, he's just that out there with it.
That's because he was not training up with Alfred. See, this is why we always see it's not just Batman. It's always Batman and Alfred. What's going on?
Well, Alfred failed him. This Alfred failed him.
This Alfred already begun failing him. This Alfred picked up where Alfred left off in the Nolan series.
Hey,
like, I never leave you in the second, and the third one was gone.
It was a wrap. It was a stone cold rap, bro.
Yeah.
And first of all, we should have known something was wrong when Alfred damn near died.
Right.
Yeah. My man was in a coma. Like,
right.
Oh,
exactly.
man. Yeah.
The old lady secretary. See? Yeah. So this whole next Batman bet be on point. Alfred and Batman need to stick together. All right. He needs to be in his ear. He needs to tell him to glide to the left. Like he needs somebody in his ear.
And I tell you what, if they make a sequel, and we know they gonna do it, I know him and Alfred better work that communication problem out. I better not be having to contact you on no rotary phone the next time I see your ass. Like, we better work that out.
Bro, you better get text to voice.
Something. Come on. Hands free. Do something, bro. Like, you over here, like, depending on landlines, bro. Like, when was this movie made?
I will say, right. That's what I'm saying. They got the animated series vibes where you get the older.
Obviously, living like Batman should have walked into a speakeasy or some shit. Like,
at least he didn't pull over and go into a phone booth.
Hey, look.
Alfred. You need to add an extra quarter.
Oh man, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
But okay, so this would be an interesting dynamic for the second Batman, though. To me, I think it would automatically make it better is you have him bring Alfred home. He can't take care of nothing around the house because he just got blown half to hell. So what else does he do? He starts paying more attention to what Bruce is doing, and that's how you inspire that dynamic between Bruce and Alfred.
You better give my man a protein shake.
Hey, something.
Recommend something. Get him a nutritionist. And need some muscle mass. Like, look, Master Bruce. If you finna be out here, you can't be getting your chest caved in. I'm supposed to believe his bony ass took a shotgun to the chest. He took with that bird chest.
His suit did.
Yeah, that suit better be made of vibranium. I'm like, boy, stop. Not with that chest, and you ain't got boy, stop it.
This Batman's gonna go straight from the suit to or the whole robot suit.
He gonna have to. He gonna have to.
Batman Beyond automatically because
he ain't got no choice, bro.
Right?
Not at all. His bloody chest, exactly.
Right. This next one, Alfred's gonna have to become Batman.
You ain't lying, man. Bruce could just walk around staring at orphans. He's just all he good for. Shit. Just go find a little orphan boy and look at him like.
I don't even know. He's gonna make the Joker 2 look better.
Oh man, look, stop it. They shouldn't even waste trying to put the Joker in this movie, man. They shouldn't even do it. Man. They shouldn't even do it.
I hope not. If they do, keep him in Arkham. Period.
Yeah, please.
Or they only need to introduce him in the Gotham PD movie, which is stupid because I'm hearing that movie, or I keep calling it a movie, but you know what I'm saying, okay? Y'all know me. I say the wrong things, but I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this show is supposed to be focused more on Arkham Asylum. So I do not understand why they're going to call it Gotham PD when they're
Who
not
knows,
talking.
man? It's DC. That's because that's DC logic. You already know.
Jesus.
Now here's
man.
a question, and I didn't bring this up when we did the official review. If you didn't get to see the whole the Batman review, check us out last week. But here's something I didn't mention. So you're gonna cameo the Joker. Now we didn't already watch this version or this iteration of the Batman and how he got down. And I'm supposed to believe that he was able to deal with the Joker and put him in Arkham. This dude?
Okay. No.
How weak is this Joker then?
Right.
What, is he missing a leg? What, he out here on his Professor X?
It's year 2. So if they decide to continue the story in true fashion, then eventually what happens is the Joker is supposed to get free, get loose, whatever the case. And, then that begins.
Oh, so then that's when he's supposed to level up then. Because he
right, yeah.
He looking like, this the dude that whooped my ass?
Right.
Like, no, I can't have that.
Right. Which to me, I think if they're smart, they need to make the Joker either a mob boss of sorts or someone super close to a mob boss, so he has the resources to still be menacing in the way he needs to be. But he needs to be, if it's going to be a grounded type of Joker, they don't need to kill him off yet. They don't need to do nothing stupid, and they don't need to give him a large role. Like, okay, put him in the world, make him interactable, but make the story focus on a different villain. Like, I hope they do something like a Mr. Freeze or a Scarecrow, a grounded Scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm here for Scarecrow. Now, and here's the thing: like, as much hell as I give this movie, I can see the potential, and I can see if they do a sequel and they give Batman some respectability, we might be all right. We might be all right. And if you do the villains right, like if you do a grounded Scarecrow, I'd give him a second chance. I would give Pattinson a second chance. But like, we gonna have to have a conversation in like pre-production about like your weight program, bruh. We gonna have to do something, like you got to put it in his contract. He gonna have to do some kind of like something with some kind of weight training. Cause I'm not here to believe that he out here like, cause that's the thing. Like, I'm sorry, but the logistics don't add up, bruh. So you say, okay, cool. So the bat suit took that shotgun to the chest.
Right.
His light ass don't look like he could carry nothing that could withstand a shotgun shot.
I'm surprised he's able to wear the suit.
I'm telling you, especially the way them boots would clank every time my man come walking in the scene. I'm like, bruh, he should have been struggling a little bit more than that to carry all that weight. My man looking frail, bruh. Looking frail.
Yeah. Well, see, and this kind of got me to thinking too. And I think they're kind of doing it the wrong way. They need to actually keep him looking lean, to be honest, because this is a more 2020-ish Batman. Nowadays, you don't necessarily need to have like the armor to do that. They got science now that can explain away everything. He's got money. He's got Wayne Enterprises. They need to introduce Lucius, and they need to make him Batman. He was Vengeance in this one.
Yeah,
now he's Batman. So you lighten all that up. You lighten the suit up. You make it make sense with
you
science.
You may have just saved the movie, because you're absolutely right.
I'm trying to tell you.
Vengeance. They should have called the movie The Vengeance.
I'm trying,
because that wasn't no Batman.
No, it was not.
That was Bat Baby. Yeah. That was Bat Boy. Like,
that is the point, though. I said that. If you're on the Twitter, go check out the Twitter. I totally said that. I think a different title would have reached more viewers, and I got
you could have just called it when you call it The Batman, you make me feel like, okay, so I'm getting ready to watch The Batman, the quintessential Batman, and this was so far from it. This was just so far from it. Like, I totally get the concept. I saw what they was trying to do. Some great elements here and there in the story. I liked a lot of the things that they did, but man, let me tell you, you want to talk about taking me out of a movie. Every time this dude popped up, I was like, here we go again.
Right.
He said, cast Terrence Howard as Lucius. Man.
Hey. Why not?
Hey, I wouldn't be mad. You got to still keep that Mayne, though.
Right. And I'm saying this cast is kind of already out there, too. You know, we had John Turturro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think I'd be able to take him seriously, but I did. He was creepy. He was definitely the creepy kind of mob boss dude that you would expect to run into.
Yes,
in a place like Gotham.
Yep,
So,
David, you got to give him props for that because he did that. He definitely did.
Good Carmine, good Carmine,
Yeah.
especially from other iterations that you have. My favorite iteration so far is off of Gotham.
Okay.
They had the way they had him play.
Yeah.
He was Carmine for me. I respect.
Yeah.
So, Totoro did a thing, man. I expected to hear some Transformers type lingo.
Yeah, he definitely got serious enough for this because you always wonder about that with actors, especially actors that do more comedic roles than anything else. But
like Rock.
Yeah. That's one that we gonna have to. We gonna wait. We gonna wait and see because like John Cena proved he could make that flip. I still ain't seen Rock do it yet. I want to see him do it though. He's got a chance. He's got a chance.
The version of Black Adam that we're supposed to get in this one is a lot different than the one that they're. I'm not gonna say the original version, but at least the first version, where that story is kind of boring too. Like he gets pretty much transported like 10,000 years away or 1,000 years. Trevor, correct me. I'm pretty sure it's a long ass distance away, and like the entire time he's trying to travel back to kill Shazam is where he gets his anger from.
Yeah,
that's his story. So in this one, we're giving him Kondak and a story to say, people to save, and a kingdom and all that types of stuff to rule over. He's a little more grounded and empathetic, so he's not the complete villain anymore.
Okay,
now he's more like an anti-villain.
Right.
So
right.
you kind of get to see the story on how he acquires his powers and where he came from. So you'll get to see the emotion in that, and I think you'll get a little bit more of the Rock bringing that out of him.
That's what's up.
I'm watching Pain and Gain. I totally forgot about that movie with The Rock in it. It's got The Rock, Mark Wahlberg, and Anthony Mackie. And if you go watch that movie, and I bet you'll be like, okay, The Rock is more charming, and I can deal with him better in this movie versus Anthony Mackie.
Okay, we'll check that out. We will check that out.
Almost versus Mark Wahlberg, but Mark Wahlberg, I think he's more of a seasoned actor.
Man. Look, I was gonna say, I'm like, so pump your brakes, because Marky Mark came out and made his mark, bro.
Right?
He just showed he got. Although he's another one of those that I feel like he's got to be that tough guy role in everything he's in.
Right.
Like he's got to be the tough guy in everything. Like I don't see him doing a vulnerable role ever at any point, which is cool. Like as long as, because it's kind of like Sly Stallone, right? As long as you stay in your lane,
right?
Like don't try to branch out too far. Stay in your lane, and like you can do all right. Arnold Schwarzenegger, same kind of type thing. Like don't try to go doing something that's totally against like where you're strong, your strengths. But I feel like Rock's not a horrible actor by any stretch. I want to see some more range from him, and maybe we get that. With Black Adam, it might be, that might be the one for him. But we shall see. We shall definitely see.
We got to do Four Brothers watch party shit. I can't.
Oh, come on, man. Like, I'm sitting here thinking right now, like, as soon as you said it, I'm like, why haven't we done that yet?
Right. Like, shoot.
Oh, man.
I want to do that after the show.
Hey, man, you know what? You might be on to something, man. You might be on
on Discord. You might do Four Brothers.
We might be doing the Four Brothers watch party tonight, man. We just might have to do that tonight. Impromptu movie night. Get your popcorn ready. I like that idea, man. I like that. Matter of fact, we're gonna make that main gang official. We doing a Four Brothers watch party tonight, man. You know what, Lavis? I like the way you do business.
Hey. You like my acting in that Person Madness.
That's what's up, man.
That variant up in there.
Yeah.
Threads all the way to the back.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I got that. I forgot who hit me with that a few years ago. Told me I looked like him, but they couldn't say his name, so I had to look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about.
That's what's up.
I didn't have long hair. I had more of that like that cornbread afro thing going on there. So when he was in Four Brothers and he was watching Inside Man. His hair
got you. Yep.
They were like, I was like, I can see it. I can't.
That's funny, man.
So
that's funny.
Yeah. So
but somehow we ended up talking about Bat Cullen's old busted ass. We was talking about Gotham Knights. We was hype about Gotham Knights, and then somebody took me down the Batman rabbit hole. It's gonna be a toss up, I think, going for the next few weeks to see if it's gonna be a Batman or a 2K rant. You know, they always trying to keep me triggered, man. But I ain't got no 2K rant because I ain't been playing no 2K. You know what I have been playing?
Yes, sir.
I've been playing that Cyberpunk, man.
Yes, man.
And I'm gonna go on and just say it. Cyberpunk has made a recovery. It has recovered, I think, from that debacle of a launch that it had.
I'll say it's out of the hospital.
Oh, I think it's all the way back. I think it's all the way back. Because I think what's gonna happen is okay, so let me back it up.
Okay.
I will join you with the out of the hospital, but it's out of the hospital and in rehab right now because what is missing, the one thing is missing is downloadable content.
Yes. Right.
We need some extra missions. We need some stuff to do post game.
We need to add the stuff that they took out of the game that they were going to put in the game.
Yes.
In the first damn place.
Yes. That part. Because I finished it this week. So I finished the story mode this week. I have to admit I was a little disappointed. Not in the ending. I love the way the game ended on the choice that I chose. I'm totally cool with that. But what I didn't like was that essentially for me to continue playing as my character and that I had to go back to prior to me completing the last mission. So it's kind of like one of those, you beat the game. All right, we're going to rewind you back to before you started the last mission to let you go ahead and play around in the world some more. I don't like when games do that, man, because to me, it's like, then that just invalidates like anything, like essentially, then I should just get everything out of my system before I finish it.
Right.
And then if I do that, then what is the incentive for me to play anymore after that?
Right.
So I think they need, number one, a new game plus, so that when I start a new game after I beat the campaign, that I can keep all of the stuff that I've already unlocked. Two, I think that they should rework, or there should be an option for and maybe there is, and I haven't uncovered it because, like I said, there's like 6 different possible endings. I've only got one, so maybe there is one where you actually stay around in Night City and you play post game as yourself or as Johnny, whichever way you go with it. Like, I'm cool with that, but I need that as an option because what I want, because the city is so alive and there's so much stuff going on.
Yes.
I want the characters to acknowledge that I like the whole Arasaka Tower joint. Like, I want them to talk about the fact that happened. Like, even when the loading screens, they do the little stuff like after you hit certain milestone missions, you get like little loading screen cuts where they talk about the stuff that you've done in game. And so I want to hear that. You know, they do it on the radio too. I want to hear that like after the game is like the last mission is done.
Right.
And kind of like living and existing in that world. I think that would be dope.
Yeah, there's so much in that world. Like, I've even taken to almost driving with traffic.
Mm-hmm.
That world is so realistic. You know, it's like when a car stops, I stop. When they stop at the light, I stop at the light. I stop at the light, check both times before I go and make a right turn half the time. You know,
I'd be reckless as hell.
Oh yeah, most of the time I'm running people over. The police is after me. Have you had a GTA moment on there yet?
No. So I haven't, because I don't hit. That's the one thing I don't do is I don't like mow over pedestrians in this game like I do on GTA.
Done that. I just got out started shooting at the police just because.
Oh no, I haven't even done that yet. I haven't done the F the police on them yet.
So it's not like quite like GTA. Like you know how you got to kind of evade them and go away, get your stars to go away. But like, I think it's because of street cred, especially the higher your street cred goes, you can go and mow down some police or whatever. The only people who will respond are those in the immediate area.
Right.
When you get 4 stars, they start having the automatic turrets pop down on you.
Oh,
but
okay.
You can ride those. So
exactly.
Like, you know, and then that just pretty much eliminates everything. So it's not quite like GTA.
Right.
But yeah, you could just go off on the police. I was trying to complete a mission, and there's at the Arasaka Tower or the mega building.
Okay.
Have you done the Brendan mission yet? With the vending machine?
Yes, I did the whole. Okay. Finished that whole stream.
So there are cops that are parked right there, just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not careful, if you get too close, they'll see you.
Yeah.
And they'll start shooting at you for no reason, or you run them over. One of the two.
Yeah.
So I was trying to finish that mission, and I just started bucking back at the cops while I was trying to talk to old girl Theo about what was popping off. But if you're in a mission, it eliminates the cops coming after you.
Gotcha.
Either completely move it away. or they just won't attack you till you're done. So like the police are there, fuck them, just start shooting. It's no big deal.
Exactly. Now let me ask you, because I know you almost at the end if you haven't already beat it. What's been the wildest side mission you didn't come across yet?
The wildest side mission. That's kind of hard to say because there's so much. Like the gigs are really super crazy. Some of them are really super crazy. I'm not sure if I've had one that I was completely like, wow, the hell with this mission. It's like, what is going on in this mission?
Have you come across Robo Meat?
Robo Meat? I don't think so.
Okay, so it's not, his name is not actually Robo Meat, but there is a mission where somebody has a malfunction, if you will.
Okay.
And needs your assistance.
Is that the dude you drive around?
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't have the pants on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets and his things like
yes.
Barking.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, yeah.
You know what? I take that back. So, and this one I have to say is kind of controversial, but the one with the dude from prison that they did the brain dance video of.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes, I didn't finish it, bro.
You did?
No, so at there's a point.
There's a point, yeah,
where you go to the restaurant and she said she'll give you double money to walk. I took the money, bro, because once I realized what that mission was about, I was like, nah, I'm not fooling with that. With that.
That is by far the craziest mission I've actually completed in that game.
Yeah, I wasn't messing with that. I was like,
did you watch a video of it? Or
Nope.
Okay.
Now, see, on my next, I've started another playthrough, and I think I'm gonna do it on this one. Like, I'm gonna see it through on this one because I'm just too curious. Like, I'm like, I gotta see it.
Well, I'm not gonna go in no detail, but let me just say, it's very interactive. You will be you will be in the brain dance.
Yeah.
You can choose to be. You don't have to be, but you can choose to be. I chose to do everything. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna play this game as far as you go. And yes, you can be in the brain dance, and you can be the one to interact with the dude to complete.
The objective. Okay.
Yes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, damn. All right.
To go all the way through. So yes, but no. As far as that question, that is by far the craziest thing that I've done.
I almost forgot about that one.
Yeah, I did too. Just for that, just for that reason. It's like, once you do some of these missions, if you're like, and that's what I like about the game. Like, you are the city is alive. There are so many places you just kind of want to just walk into because it looks so interesting, and there are some places like it that you can walk into. But yeah, if you get immersed in the story and you start actually sympathizing for your character, for what's going on with the whole Johnny Silverhand thing, and then if you start, you have to get a certain percentage with Johnny Silverhand in order to get a secret ending.
Yeah.
So then you start to empathize with him a little bit, and then watch that character change. So when you're actually getting pulled into these missions, because you can drive first person and everything else is first person.
Yes.
You don't walk out some of these thinking the same way.
Oh no, that's what
you walked in.
That's what I like made me enjoy this game so much, was that you get pulled into some of these missions in the narrative, and it legit makes it hard for you to make certain choices because you like, well, wait a minute, like I see it from this dude's perspective, but at the same time, like I'm my own person too. Like I don't know, like which way do I want to go with it? So it's so smart because it invites you to come back and play the game again because you want to see how it plays out on the other side. And and there's a lot of games, there's plenty of games out there that give you, these choice branches and what have you. But not the one thing that I say about those is that a lot of times it feels inconsequential. It's like, okay, it doesn't really matter what choice that I make because I'm still going to end up at the same point. And I mean, to be fair, it's still like that in this game, but they do a good job of retailoring the story based on the choices you make. So even though you get this, you basically come to the same conclusion, the journey and how you get there, the differentiations in that depending on what you choose. Hell, I started a new game and I picked the Street Kid like we were talking about.
Okay.
the very beginning setup is completely different from when you were corpo. Like those first, it's like your whole how you meet Jackie is completely different. And it's crazy because I didn't even realize. I'm like, oh damn, I like this intro better than I did the first one. Like it's a whole different setup, man.
I forgot about that too. Like I've been playing this one character straight through so far from and I'm still thinking of it from like the corpo standpoint because there are even interactions that you can have that are corpo related. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't even think about doing it because there's like two other ones, right? There's like the street kid
and the nomad.
Right. So yeah, I'm probably going to wind up. I'll probably play it a little less after I actually finish the very, very last mission. But yeah, I'll probably wind up playing this game for a while, going through the different storylines that you can go through, and which is why we need this DLC, man. We need the New Game Plus because of the way that the mechanics are. We finally learned that where we need to actually allocate the points to where it matters.
Right.
You know, that's going to be another aspect of wanting to replay it. We need some brain dances, man. And like, I don't like brain because I'm starting to learn that brain dances are just a general term for mind videos. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the derogatory type that they offer.
Right.
But be able to actually, because the brain dance machine that you get, you can edit and stuff like that with. So it'd be cool for them to give you some brain dances that you can actually like break down, or at least give you more missions that you use that.
See, and that would be the thing. Like if it were me, what I would do is I would introduce a new character that's as an NPC that's like a Night City private investigator or somebody like that, and or a fixer that specializes in solving like unsolved brain dances, and you basically just go to that person. They give you a new one, you analyze it, and then that kind of springs you off into another like set of like mini missions.
You know who the perfect person is for that? River Ward.
Yep.
Because he just started his own little PI company.
That part.
That's
saying it would be perfect. It would be perfect, man. Because that's what I want. That's what I would like for them to do with Night City. Give me more of that. Give me some recreational stuff to do. Kind of like what they did in GTA, but it doesn't have to be like as gamey. Like I don't have to go in there and have like little quick time events to do it. Just have like places where I can go and kick back, and then just give me more missions. Just give me overall like more crime stuff. Give me more intricate crime stuff to where it's like not just a one and done. Like I'll do something here, and I pick up a clue that leads me to another area, like something like that. Like I'm down with that.
Have you done the NC? I know you've done some, but how many of them have you done? Because I'm almost like the lower right part.
Yeah, I did just about, I would say 80 to 85% of them.
Okay, yeah, because there are some that are like that, but so I feel like it was more of an experimentation type thing. Though. But yeah, I agree. Like they should give you some that lead to larger syndicate areas. There are some that lead you to like drug dealers, like the actual main port or whatever. But like it should trigger a story. Yeah, that would be dope. So yeah, there's a lot of potential with this game. Like I was playing it today and I was just thinking like this game has a GTA type potential, but more real world and more ground. It would be a lot. It's a game that they should just run with for a while, like for the next 5-6 years. It don't even give me a Cyberpunk 82 or whatever you want to go to. Like
that's what I'm saying. I mean, look at how they done bled out GTA. Like they about to get ready to drop GTA Online and GTA 5 on another console generation.
Right? Didn't they already drop it?
It's available for preload. I think it drops on the 16th. So like I've got it pre-downloaded on the 5, but yeah, it drops I think sometime next week.
Okay, well you might have to help me with that. I saw the preload thing, but it just opened the game for me. It didn't.
Yeah, it's really convoluted how you get there because you have to go I had the same problem. You literally have to go into the PlayStation Store, search for Grand Theft Auto, click the little ellipsis, go to select version, pick the PS5 version, pay the little $10, and then download that joint.
Can't I just do that from the GTA app? Like go to it and then hit the start button and
you can. So you can do that once the game launches. Yes. So like once it releases, then you can probably upgrade it from within your game. But if you want to have it like pre-downloaded, you've got to go through the PlayStation Store to get it, I think. Yeah. But I'm just like, man, I couldn't. it was hard because I didn't want to do it, but I'm like, I know I'm gonna play this game some more, and I am interested to see if they've upgraded the graphics. And I mean, it's $10. I'm not gonna trip on $10, but at the same time, I'm like, man, that's why I need Cyberpunk to give me some more content. Because if Cyberpunk will give me some steady updates or steady content, I don't even need GTA, bro.
Right.
Like I don't need GTA because GTA doesn't have the depth in terms of character customization that you get in Cyberpunk. So I'm with that, man.
Well, I don't know. You kind of sparked my curiosity, and I'm seeing something that's saying that we can get a DLC anytime between this month and the rest of the year. We could be getting something.
Yeah, I'm sure they will, man, because
free too.
Because they're back on they on the goodwill bandwagon. They trying to get people's opinions swayed, get people back to get more people to give the game a shot. And I really think if people would give it a shot, especially people that had like next gen console owners, if you got the Xbox One X or whatever you call that junk, or the PS5, the only real next gen system that matters, then like it's worth getting. Like I've played that. I bought Horizon Forbidden West, and I ain't even touched it. I saw Jedi Jen said she already got done with it. I haven't even played it yet, man, because I just been on Cyberpunk like crazy.
Yeah, so have I. Like I haven't played anything else.
Yeah, like Cyberpunk just had to the point where like the missus is already getting tired. She's like, this game is starting to penetrate my dreams. I'm like, hey, look. I'm just saying, man. It's like that though. It's like that. But
yeah, it is.
Yeah, man. Cyberpunk,
game, dude. Like it really is.
It really is a good game, man. It's very unfortunate that it had the launch that it had, because that really, really hampered a game that otherwise would have like turned some heads, man. Like it would have really put a bunch of like these other studios on notice, man. But now, because of that start, man, it's like they got to climb over that hill, and I feel like they on their way, man. They're on their way for sure.
Right. Well, it seems like they have a whole list that they want to roll out, and they're rolling out with the patches because there's still it still crashes every once in a minute.
Yeah.
But it's not like an unbearable thing. I had one little glitch with the fighting missions. You gotta go around and fight everybody. Yeah. Where the guy with the gold, like that gold Cadillac.
Oh yeah.
Like so when I walked up to him, he's like stuck to the car.
Oh, did you see that? Yes, I had that same bug, and I had to restart the mission because like when it was giving me the dialogue choices, but dude wouldn't move. He was just on mine. What happened was and it tripped me out because I thought he was drunk. Because he was like leaned over the car. Right. And so then when I was like, let's go, he like fell to the ground. And I'm like, am I supposed to fight this dude? Like he's just laying here. Like, get up, dog. But I ended up rebooting that save and it played out the right way. But yeah, I had the same issue. That's funny.
I had to do the same thing. I actually came across it by accident because I got frustrated with it. I didn't think about saving it and everything. I would just leave and go do something else. But I had left it to let it go to sleep mode.
Okay.
With the game running. And when I came back on, it reloaded. And
got you.
Dude was ready to go.
He was good to go, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, you get that occasionally. There's some other places where occasionally like I'll have an issue and I just got like I've had a couple of issues where kind of the dialogue when you hacking a computer doesn't go away. So you have like that little gray box on the screen. And you can't really move, or you can't really get rid of it, so you have to reload the save, stuff like that. But like that's minor, as long as it's not happening. Like I've probably had maybe out of all of this time I've been playing it over the last month, maybe 4 or 5 instances where something like that happened, which I can tolerate that because there's a lot going on in this game. Like there's a lot going on, and it's so I'm cool with that. But I definitely want them to give me some more DLC. I definitely want a new game plus. It would be nice to get some more weapons in, but honestly, now that I understand like the weapons upgrade process, this second playthrough, man, I'm gonna be real like focused in because one of the things I noticed was when you go to your apartment in the stash, certain weapons actually do get stored in those little slots. So, and I'm thinking it's just the iconic version, and I slept on that the first time. So this one, I'm gonna try to collect all of them joints and just upgrade them from whatever status they are up to legendary, and just have like all of the legendary iconic weapons in the game and whatnot.
Facts, because I'm sad now with this game playthrough that I'm doing because like you sent me that link and I learned about the crafting to the full extent, and I am literally I've already hit 50.
Oh, so you don't have any more points.
Right. I was 1 point away from
Dude, that's the worst.
And I'm
the
so
worst.
sad. I'm so sad. So I got like $800,000 now because I just sell everything now because I don't use any weapons.
Exactly.
And Johnny Silverhand's costume's like the strongest costume in the entire game if you mod it correctly. So I just sell everything, and I'm almost like at $1 million with nothing to do.
Exactly.
Like, I can buy cars and stuff like that, but it's just like I'm not gonna buy all the cars.
Right.
And I got to send you the link so you can find the Mercman. It's kind of like the Batman.
Yes.
Batman parody car, but I mean the car is dope though. It's like a Murcielago or something like that in real life. But it's a super dope car. It's the fastest car in the game.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I love that
side mission.
I love the bikes, man. I love the bikes.
Yeah, I like the
bikes
bikes
is
too.
dope. And Jedi Jin, I've seen some of those where like I've had some of those glitches where like my clothes don't show up, and so I'm like walking around or riding around ass naked on the bike.
I've not seen that because I ride first person, so I probably wouldn't notice.
Oh man, no, I have when I'm on the bike, I'm in first person, but when I'm in a car, I'm in third. But for some reason, I was playing it, and I think my bike, or I think I had it in third, and I'm like, why ain't I got on no clothes? Like, I'm just rolling out here capping criminals, bro, just ass naked in the streets. Like, come on, man.
I've not. Now it's actually kind of fun driving first person in the car.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's just I'm just not like this is one of those games where like I have way more fun on the bike. Like I'd be whipping that bike, man. But the driving period in this game is fun. Like because there's a little bit of challenge to it, and the all of the vehicles seem to handle differently depending on what type of car you're driving, which I think is deep. Did you do any of the races with old girl with Claire?
Yeah, I did them all.
Yeah, exactly. That was cool. Like I would give me more of that. Like you can give me more race. Put me back in that racing circuit. Like I was with that, man. I had those were fun to me. Imagine
I'd like to be the passenger for once.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah, give us the option of being either the passenger or the driver. That would be dope.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, this is a whole thing that they could do.
Yeah, man.
With Cyberpunk, that I hope they are doing. I mean, a lot of the ideas that we're kicking back around, maybe there's some things that they've already thought of or planned on incorporating.
Yeah,
it's like you said, it sounds like when it came to that launch, that they were a little behind, and there's just some things they just to work on. They should have pushed it back a little bit more. They just waited. It's all good. It's all good. Here it is. A couple years later, and we're pushing, man.
Pushing it, man. I'm telling you, they made a believer out of me, man. I highly recommend, as long as you are over the age of 18.
Shoot, 21.
Yeah, that right there. This game ain't for no cheering. Ain't for cheering at all.
Oh.
I'm gonna stay saying that. Like,
no, not at
man.
all. And for some of the stuff that they do let you do in this game, I'm still kind of surprised it's not as graphic as
it could be, because it definitely could be.
Yeah, it could be worse, but it is worse than other games that we have.
Yeah,
out right now. So I would say this is at least on a God of War 3 level.
Yeah, it's up there, man. It's definitely up there, man.
Yeah,
definitely that.
Yeah, and there's a few surprise romances that you can have in this game. There's a few side things that you could do. You got the little workers down there in downtown if you feel like getting a little extra XP boost for an hour. You get an XP boost for sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And
I didn't realize that until like halfway through my playthrough, but yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, well, damn, that would have been nice to know.
Yep. And then once you hit level 50, though, it's over.
Exactly. Got you. Yeah.
So I think the green tea actually boosts you too. And
I didn't use hardly any of the power ups like in my first playthrough, man. I had so many like just random cans or whatever. I was just selling it off because I was like, man, because my first build was a tank. Like my body level was at 20. I had the gorilla arms. Like I was just walking around, just like bat culling and mother, just like What did you do? Like,
right. See, you sounded more intimidating. Just
you know
joking.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, man. Don't even get me started, man. We'll be here for another hour.
I know.
Oh, man.
But maybe we just need to do that. Maybe we need to just have a show where we come on and just rant.
We might just have to do that. We might just have to get on here and talk our shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Viewer discretion advised.
Indeed.
Well, man.
Thinking about time for us to pop over here and get this Four Brothers going.
Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking, because about that time.
It's about that time. So like we always say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Sir.
For the homie, Lavish Blackman. I am your boy, Freddie Roy. We are the Mayne Authority. Come check us out on the Discord. Impromptu movie night.
Yay.
Yay. And we out.
The Force will be with you. Always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
You hear about the cable?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Asgard.
Forever.
This is the way. This is the way.
Why did you say that name?
This is the way.
Come on, man.
I am a god.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man? Come on, man. On with you, man. On with you, man.
Asgard.
Careful what you wish for, Parker.
Nobody!